Thank you so much to one of our channel friends who private messaged me with this story and has given me permission to share this with you today. And I have heard this same story from a number of you who have sent me private messages. So I'm hoping this will be helpful to many other people here. Here goes. Is it normal to charge people different prices based on their level of dance? For example, my studio is charging $50 per dance, pro-am fees, for closed students, and $75 per dance to open students. There's no additional benefits or reasons behind this. But as far as I know, I'm literally my teacher's only open student. And I feel singled out having to pay 50% more than every other student for my comp fees. Is it time to find a new instructor? I got a lot to say here. Okay, number one, in a nutshell, yes. Here's why. Okay, firstly, their teacher is an independent contractor. They fed this person the line that, well, our studio prices are... News flash, if you are in the United States, which this person is, legally, the studio may not dictate the independent contractor's prices. Here's what I think is going on here, because it happened to me as the studio owner twice. I had two different independent contractors feed their students a lie that it was the studio policy that they would charge blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. Don't throw me under the bus because you want to take financial advantage of someone. So first of all, that's a lie. That in itself is a reason to go. It is a sign of a lack of integrity. Number two, is it normal? Arguably, it could be normal in some circumstances. For example, when I started dancing and I took with someone from a franchise studio, they didn't know international style. When I decided I wanted to switch to international style, they said, I am going to charge you higher prices for these lessons because I do not know international style and I'm going to need to take time outside of my lesson to prepare. Oh, makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's a justifiable price increase. They explained it to me. We're good. Number two, when I owned a studio and I ran group classes, publicly published for everyone, all the classes were popular. I charged more for intermediate level classes and I charged the most for advanced classes. And I explained straight up on my website, anyone can teach a beginner's class. That's not specialized expensive information. If you are taking an advanced level class, I have a much higher level trained teacher teaching that. They are giving you specialized information that no one else in the studio can give you. They have paid exponentially more for their education, therefore they deserve to be paid more. But that was only for my groups. I have personally never worked with a teacher who charges a different fee per dance because they're open versus closed. Okay, number two, this is also smelling super foul. I actually have to dance less hard if I'm dancing with an open level student because they're a better dancer. So they fed this student a line that, well, it's more work, it's harder for me. Okay, well, first of all, if it's harder for you, you suck as a teacher. Secondly, I'm not buying that it's harder for you because a syllabus student, a newcomer especially, it's like me driving a tank. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love driving tanks. I love feeling exhausted. But to give this student this bull roar line that, well, I have to charge 50% more because you're so hard to dance with, I am not buying it, guys. This smells all sorts of sus to me. Number three. The entry fees are often higher for the scholarship open level events than the syllabus group flight events. In that case, I do know some teachers that charge for their pro fees equal number to what the comp is charging the student. So for example, the comp charges a $50 entry fee for this dance. The teacher then says, okay, pay me $50 to enter the comp, and then you pay me $50 equal to dance that event with you. And because you pay higher entry fees for those multi-dance events, that also makes sense to me. But this pro is charging per dance. I'm not buying this. This is all sorts of manipulation, gaslighting. No, I'm not buying it for 1 second. So yes, in a nutshell, I am sorry, but they are peeing in your hair and telling you it's raining, okay? Not happening. The vast majority of teachers I know are kind, ethical teachers. They are not going to sell you some sort of bull roar. If they are charging one student more than the other, they're going to give you some sort of justifiable reason, whatever that is. But it's not going to be any of the reasons I heard. Those are not true. And it's unfortunate that just, in any large group of people, there's going to be some dingleberry who ruins it for everyone. And I want everyone to know that these McDouches are out there. And I want everyone to know the warning signs if your pro is pulling stuff. And I want everyone out there to be aware of the warning signs. In the unfortunate event that you are one of those minority of students who ends up partnering with a pro, taking advantage of you, lying to you, it is all sorts of not right, and your suspicion is true. If you guys ever have a question about how you're being treated, something you've seen in your studio or at a competition that is rubbing you slightly the wrong way, and you're afraid to ask, I get it. None of us want to make enemies, including the professionals. Feel free to private message me, and I will privately give you my opinion from my experience. And if you give me the okay to do it, I will share that on the channel as well, because I don't think as of yet any of you have shared a question with me that I haven't received from someone else, that identical question or experience, or I haven't experienced it myself or seen it with my friends or in my own studio. And it definitely helps for problem-solving purposes, for truth-identifying purposes, for getting the maximum value out of your dance budget. If we can support each other and give each other a heads up when stuff like this happens so we can run the other way. I guarantee there's teachers lined up in that town who would love to teach you, who are not going to lie to you and take advantage of you. So I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Thanks so much for trusting me with your question. Okay, friends, I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more ballroom dance chat. Toodles!